Okay, we will start quadratic formula. Okay, which start from exercise 4.3, question number 2. Please don't get confused. In 4.2, question number 1 and 2 have the same sub questions. Okay, let me show. So this is the question. So in question number 2, so find the roots of the quadratic quadratic equations given in question number 1 above by applying the quadratic formula. So question number 1 sub questions and question number 2 is the same thing. Okay, so then don't get for question number 1 also the questions are this, question number 2 also the questions are this, but they're asking us to use different formulas. So as you have seen in the quadratic formula, the first step, okay, is to find this thing. Before we do this, one question we have to do is an extra question. Okay, for this question, for a squared plus bx plus c equals 0, derive the quadratic formula for the given equation. So in order to do this, we have to derive the formula of the quadratic equation, which is this formula. We need this formula to be derived. Okay, so one completing the square root there. I hope you all remember. So we have ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Yes, and for completing the square, first we remove whatever is with x squared. Now, so dividing throughout by what? A, whatever is with x squared. So ax squared divided by a plus b by ax plus c by a equal to 0. A cut. Now this becomes our a squared plus 2 into a is this, and for b we just put a 2 extra on the denominator. You all remember. Plus b squared for the formula minus this to even the equation, c by a equal to 0. Now this whole thing will become a plus b the whole square, which literally means all this stuff. Okay, this stuff minus this is left, for b square is left, and when I'm doing 2a square literally means 2a into 2a, so which will be 4a square plus c by a equal to 0. Yes, so now I said everything that side, right? b by 2a the whole square equal to minus 2 itu fala jadi plus jauh plus cos this side it becomes minus. So if I take LCM now, if I take LCM for these two, the LCM would be 4a square. Okay, since a square is the highest power, it will not change. This will not become a cube. Remember that we're taking LCM is lowest common factor. So a is 4a square into what is 4a square? Into 1, because it's exact this and this is exactly the same. So into 1. So here also we have to multiply by 1. But now what is a into what is with a? What do you have to multiply with a so that you get 4a square? You need to multiply by 4a, then we'll get 4a square. So this also we have to multiply by 4a. So this b square remains same, minus 4a into c will be 4ac. Got it? So now I send the square this side, it will become x plus b by 2a cube square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 4a square. Okay, now this thing, when I remove this square root, okay, when I remove this square root, what will happen is I cannot remove it from the top, but I can remove it from the bottom. Plus minus I jabo automatic. So from the bottom I can remove, since it's 4a square, 4 square root of 4 is 2 and square root of a square is a only, we can literally cut this. So 4a square will become 2a. Got it? Now I'll send the plus 2a to the other side, okay, b by 2a. So this is, if this is addition, right? So this addition, so if it goes this side, it should become what? Minus, na? Minus b by 2a plus minus is here. So this I'm writing exactly the same. If we take the LCM, it will be 2a only since it's same. So minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac. Or we can say it's minus b plus minus root over d by 2a, where d is represented by b square minus 4ac. So that is the derivation for quadratic formula using completing the square. Okay, completing the square. I hope you remember the method properly. So let's continue with question number 1. So question number 1, first in the formula is d equal to b square minus 4ac. Na? So we have to find b square minus 4ac first, okay? So here, a is what? The number attached to x square. Number attached to x square is a. So it's 2. Okay. B is, number attached to x is what? Minus 7. Na? So b is minus 7. C is the constant. So constant is 3. Now b square minus 4ac will be equal to b is minus 7 the whole square minus 4 into a is 2 into c is 3. So 7 7 is 49 minus 4 2 is 8, 8 2 is 24. So you're getting 25. So since b square minus 4 is positive, like in the condition, if it's positive, we'll have two distinct real roots. Okay, two distinct real roots literally means we will have two values of x which is different. We cannot have x as 2 and x is 2. We'll have two values. If one is 2, one will be 3, or one is minus 1, one will be 1 by 2. We don't know anything. But then if it's positive, we will know for sure that both the answers will be different. Okay, x values. So therefore it has two distinct real roots, hence x equal to minus b plus minus root over d by 2a minus b. B in this case was minus 7, right? So minus b, minus is outside and then b value is minus 7, so minus b minus of minus 7 plus minus root over d means root over 25 by 2 into a in this case is 2. So this becomes 7 plus minus 5 by 4 equal to x equal to, see this, we're just trying to find the value of x. Okay, so we'll add it once, plus 5 by 4, or we'll subtract it once by 4. This will become 12 by 4, which is 3, or this will become 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. So we're getting two distinct values of x which are different from each other. So here's the steps. Okay, first what do? We write a, b, c, and then we find b square minus 4ac, see if it's 0, positive or negative. If it's positive, or even if it's 0, you will continue. If it's negative, you will solve it. Okay, one question is there which is negative, so that time I'll explain to you properly again. And then if since it's positive, we continue with the formula. We just apply the formula and put it, and then you get two different values. Okay, so let's do number 2. So first step was what? Write what is a in this case is 2, b in this case is 1, c in this case is minus 4. Now we find the value of b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac equal to 1 square minus 4 into a is 2, c is minus 4. So 1 square is 1, 4 4 is 6, minus in the minus is plus, 4 2 is 8, 8 4 is 32, na? Yeah. So you're getting 33. Therefore, two distinct real roots exist. X equal to minus b plus minus root over d by 2a equal to minus is b is 1 minus 1 root over 33 by 2 into a is 2. I hope I'm doing this right. Now minus 1 plus minus root 33 by 4. We cannot do anything further, so therefore x equal to minus 1 take positive ones or minus 1 take negative ones, and that's it. Okay, so let's do number 3. For number 3, it's the same thing. Okay, first here a is 4, b is 4 root 3, c is 3. Now we have to first find b square minus 4ac. b in this case is 4 root 3 the whole square minus 4 into a is 4 into c is 3. So when we are doing this, let me do it in the second. When we are multiplying 4 root 3 into 4 root 3, 4 into 4 is multiplied, it becomes 16. 3 root 3 into root 3 is multiplied, it becomes 3. So 16 into 3, 6, 18, 8, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 48. So that's how you multiply. Okay, so 4 root 3 the whole square will become 48. Put you there. So 4 4 is 16, 16 3 is again here also it will become 48. So 48 minus 48 is what? 0. So the answer is 2. What did I equal roots? 2 same or equal roots. Now if when d is equal to 0, 2 same or equal roots exist. Now so 2 equal roots exist. Now x, you'll proceed as the previous question only without any change. That way minus b is this thing 4 root 3 plus minus root over d is 0 and root over 0 is 0 only. Yes, so you would get by 8. 4 1s are 4 2s are you can cut. So you're getting what? Minus root 3 by 2, but we just stated that there are 2 equal roots, 2 equal, right? So one root is minus root 3 by 2, then the other root is also minus root 3 by 2. So x equal to this and x equal to minus root 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. So that's what it meant by 2 equal roots. Okay. Next is number 4. Number 4 is this. So here a is 2, b is 1, c is 4. So b square minus 4ac would be 1 square minus 4 into a is 2, c is 4. So 1 square is 1 minus 4 2 is 8, 8 4 is 32, which you're getting minus 31, right? So since d is less than 0, or since d is negative, you can write that also. Since d is negative or d is less than 0, real roots does not exist. Okay, see, according to the formula, it's minus b plus minus root over d, right? And instead of d, if I write minus 31, I've already told you root over anything is considered imaginary. So that's why from the get b square minus 4 is equal to bisarabo inauna. We can assume, say that, conclude that real roots does not exist. Okay. Now that's it for question number 2. Let's take a look at these questions once. Exercise 2.2 quadratic formula. Please don't forget it. It's very important. And then most of the word problems will be using quadratic formula only. Okay, since it's a bit easier once you know the formula. Now 2.2 question number 1 is factorization. In the question in exam, if they're asking you to use factorization as a method, you're going to do splitting the middle term. If they're asking you to do quadratic formula, you have to do quadratic formula, or completing the square, you have to do completing the square. So because I've seen students who are very confused on like sometimes they get factorization and then they end up doing quadratic formula. That's why. So we'll do splitting the middle term only. So I'll just go a little fast because I'm quite sure you all know how to do it. So first thing, what by the way, Roman number 1 I purposely did not write here because I want you to do it yourself. Okay, do it yourself. So first thing, we take this and multiply with this, nah? Right here, factorize it. But before we do that, 2x squared plus, since there's nothing here, we can assume that there's a 1 here. So x minus 6, we need 1 here, so 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 6 minus 2, 1 no lie, 2, 3, 2 to the 4, 4 plus 3, 4 minus 3, we're getting 4 minus 3 is 1. So we open the bracket, 2x squared plus 4x minus 3x minus 6 equal to 0. From there we can take 2x common, because 2 into 2x into x is 2x squared and 2x into 2 is 4x. From here we can take 3 common, literally dividing. Okay, 2x squared 2x by divide kore 4x ke 2x by divide kore ito bajibo. So minus 3x ke minus 3 by divide kore x bajibo, and then minus 6k minus 3 by divide kore 2 bajibo, plus 2, minus gets cancelled. So minus 3x into x minus 3x minus 3 into plus 2 minus 6. Now from these two is same, so we can take it common, and then the remaining right here. So we can say that x plus 2 equal to 0, or 2x minus 3 equal to 0, x equal to minus 2, or x equal to minus 3 goes ahead, it becomes 3, and 2 goes ahead, it becomes division. Okay, so that's splitting the middle term only, so it's quite easy. Now let's do number 3. Number 3 is a little, one part is there which is a little confusing. Other than that, the rest is. So what do we do first? We multiply this and this first. So root 2 into 5 root 2 we're doing. Since 5 cannot multiply with root, so we'll multiply root 2 and root 2 first, and we'll get 5 is left here, and root 2 into root 2 becomes 2. So 5 into 2 becomes 10. So we write this exactly the same. 7 we don't write, instead we put a bracket, this, and now we have to find factorize 10. So 2 5 are 5 plus 2, nah, it's 7. After that we open the bracket, 5x plus 2x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. From here we can not take any common. From here also more common, but there's a common here. See, there's a 2 here, there's a root 2 here. That's why what I'm going to do is, see, literally what we just did was root 2 into root 2. We wrote it as 2 here. Root 2 into root 2, 2. Just like that, can we reverse that process? Instead of 2, can we write root 2 into root 2? Root 2 into root 2 instead of 2. So that we can easily take common. Now, if you look here, the first one, there's no common at all, so we cannot take common. The only thing we can take common is x. So if you take x common, it will be root 2x plus 5 will be remaining. But from here, I'm taking, there's root 2 and root 2 here also, so I can literally take root 2 common. So root 2 is out, so one of the root 2 is out, so root 2 is left. This root 2 is also out, so only 5 is left. So we're left with root 2x plus 5, and in bracket x plus root 2. Okay, since this 2 is same, I took it out, and then the remaining here. Now root 2x plus 5 equal to 0, or x plus root 2 equal to 0. Root 2x equal to minus 5, x equal to minus 5 by root 2, or x equal to minus root 2. I hope you understood. The only tricky part is this part, only this part. You just have to remember that 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. Once you remember that, the rest is easy. Okay, for this question, since there's this thing fraction here, what we're going to do is we're going to take LCM first. Okay, if we take LCM, imagine there's nothing here, so 1 as a 1 as a over here. So we'll have 8 in the denominator. Now 8 will multiply with everything, right? Because 8 into what is 8? 1. So this will be 1, but this will be 8. So into 8 here. The red ink part don't write, okay? Red ink to into 8 into 8 into 8. So 8 to the 16 x squared minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. Now if I send 8 this side, it becomes 0 only, because 0 into anything is 0, because 8 goes this side, this is division, it will become multiplication, and 0 into 8 is 0. Now we'll write exactly the same, except we will not write the number, and then multiplying 16 into 1 is 16 only, so we will prime factorize now. 8 to multiplied 8 added subtracted will not get 8, so we'll do today's 2 to the 4, so 4 plus 4 we're getting, so 4 plus 4 we'll write it here, and then we'll open the bracket, minus 4x minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. From these two we can take common, the highest common factor will be 4, and x is also there, so if I divide this by 4, we're getting 4, so x minus, if I divide this by 4, we'll be getting 1. So from here I cannot take any common factor, so I'm going to take minus 1 out. So minus 1 into what is minus 4x? 4x na? Minus into plus, minus 0. So minus 1 into what will be plus 1? Minus 1, right? Minus minus plus. So now I'm taking these two is same, so I'm taking it out, which is 4x minus 1. But then we're left with these two, which is also exactly the same, 4x minus 1 equal to 0. So we can say 4x minus 1 equal to 0, or 4x minus 1 equal to 0. Minus 1 goes inside, it becomes plus, 4 goes inside, it becomes division, so 1 by 4, or x equal to 1 by 4. So that's it for number 4. Let's do the last question, number 5. And then tomorrow we will do 4.3 question number 3, and then we'll start word problems. So first thing, we write exactly the same, minus x bracket plus 1 equal to 0, and then multiply this and write it here, and then we prime factorize na. 2 into 50, we're not getting 20, we need 20, okay? So 2 into 25, 2 to the 4, 4, 25, 5 into 5. Once you've reached this limit, what you can do is you can play around with the numbers, multiply 2 things or 3 things, and see if you can get anything or not. For example, 5 to the 10, 10 to the 20, 20 plus 5, 20 minus 5, we're not getting. Or you can also do this, see, combination or not. You can combine these two, you can combine these two, you can combine these 3, you can combine these 3, whatever you want, multiplying, okay? And then add and subtract with the remaining. So you can literally do anything. So in this case, it will be this 2, 2 into 5, and then this 2, 2 into 5. So you want 2 ekta, 2, 2, 5, 5 as well. So 2 ekta, 5 ekta, 2 ekta, 5 ekta. So 5 to the 10, 5 to the 10, so 10 plus 10 is 20. So here we will be getting 10 plus 10. Now if we open the bracket, 100x squared minus 10x. Since this is minus, don't forget, okay, see, this thing we're multiplying like this into both. So minus x into 10 is minus 10x, minus x into 10 is minus 10x here. Now if we take common from here, the highest number that can divide both is 10, and x is also there. So if 100 divided by 10 is 10, x is left, 10 divided by 10 is 1. From here I'm taking minus 1 common. Minus 1 common, minus 1 take it confused. The signs ulta ho jayega, 10x minus 1. See, minus 10x became plus, plus 1 becomes minus. Okay, don't ever forget, we just literally did that also. So this 2 is same, so I just write 10x minus 1. This 2 is same, so I write 10x minus 1 again. For 10x minus 1 equal to 0, or 10x minus 1 equal to 0, 10x equal to 1, or 10x equal to 1, same as x equal to 1 by 10, or x equal to 1 by 10. Okay, that's it for today. We'll continue with question number 3 tomorrow.